The world of football brings us another thrilling slate of matches across different competitions and continents, and today we turn our attention to 5 fascinating encounters that promise excitement, tactical battles, and potentially significant outcomes for the teams involved. These fixtures span from African international football to domestic league action, each presenting its own unique narrative and competitive dynamics that make them worthy of careful analysis and consideration. Cameroon vs Gabon, a cautious first half expected. Our first fixture brings together 2 Central African nations in what promises to be a tactically astute encounter between Cameroon and Gabon. For this match, the prediction centers on a particularly cautious opening period, with expectations pointing toward a goalless first 45 minutes. The halftime correct score prediction stands at 0-0, which aligns perfectly with the accompanying selection of a draw at the interval. This prediction suggests that both teams will approach the opening stages with considerable respect for their opponent's capabilities. When 2 evenly matched sides meet, particularly in competitive fixtures where the stakes are high, managers often instruct their teams to avoid conceding early and to establish their defensive organization before committing numbers forward in attack. The first half becomes a period of probing, testing, and tactical adjustment rather than all-out attacking football. The halftime draw prediction reinforces this cautious outlook, indicating that neither Cameroon nor Gabon is expected to establish superiority in the opening period. This type of scenario often unfolds when teams are closely matched in quality, when both possess strong defensive capabilities, or when the tactical approaches of the respective managers emphasize solidity and structure over early attacking ambition. Fans should expect a chess match rather than a free-flowing spectacle in those opening 45 minutes. Burkina Faso against Equatorial Guinea, home advantage to prevail. Moving to our second fixture, we examine the encounter between Burkina Faso and Equatorial Guinea, where the prediction favors the home side to emerge with a narrow victory. The correct score forecast suggests a 1-0 triumph for Burkina Faso, indicating a tight, closely contested affair that will likely be decided by a solitary moment of quality or a defensive lapse. This prediction is bolstered by the additional selection of Burkina Faso to either win or draw, which provides a safety net across 2 of the 3 possible outcomes. This approach reflects confidence in Burkina Faso's ability to avoid defeat while acknowledging that their superiority might not be overwhelming. The 1-0 scoreline suggests we can expect a defensively organized match where goals will be at a premium and where clinical finishing in front of goal will prove decisive. When examining fixtures of this nature, home advantage often plays a crucial role in determining the outcome. Burkina Faso will benefit from familiar surroundings, supportive crowds, and the comfort of playing in known conditions. These factors can prove particularly significant in matches where the margins between the teams are relatively small, and where psychological edges can translate into tangible on-field advantages. Pharco hosting Enppi, away victory on the cards. Our third prediction takes us to Egyptian domestic football, where Pharco welcome Enppi in what appears to be a fixture where the visitors hold the upper hand. The correct score prediction of 0-1 in favor of Enppi suggests that the away side possesses the quality to secure all 3 points while keeping a clean sheet in the process. This forecast is supported by the selection of Enppi to either win or draw, again providing coverage across multiple outcomes while expressing clear confidence that Pharco will not emerge victorious. The predicted scoreline tells us to expect a match where defensive organization from Enppi will prove crucial, where they will likely prioritize solidity at the back while looking to exploit opportunities on the counterattack or from set pieces. Egyptian football often produces tightly contested matches where tactical discipline and defensive excellence can prove just as important as attacking flair. The prediction of a 1-goal margin suggests this encounter will follow that pattern, with Enppi needing to maintain concentration throughout the 90 minutes to preserve their advantage once they establish it. This type of victory requires mental strength, organizational quality, and the ability to manage game situations effectively. Ivory Coast facing Mozambique, favorites to deliver. The fourth fixture on our slate brings together Ivory Coast and Mozambique in what appears to be a match where the former enters as clear favorites. The prediction of a 1-0 victory for Ivory Coast, coupled with the outright win selection, suggests confidence that the more fancied side will fulfill expectations and secure 3 points. Ivory Coast's football heritage and the quality typically available to them makes them natural favourites in many encounters, and this prediction reflects the belief that they will prove too strong for Mozambique. However, the narrow scoreline forecast indicates this victory will not come easily and that Mozambique will provide stern resistance throughout the match. Single-goal victories often tell the story of matches where the winning team dominates possession and territory but struggles to convert superiority into a commanding scoreline. This can occur when facing well-organized defensive opposition, when finishing proves wasteful, or when the opposing goalkeeper produces an outstanding performance. For Ivory Coast, the challenge will be to break down whatever defensive structure Mozambique employs while ensuring they remain vigilant to counter-attacking threats. Algeria meeting Sudan, North African supremacy expected. Our final prediction focuses on the encounter between Algeria and Sudan, where once again a narrow 1-0 victory is forecast, this time in favor of Algeria. The accompanying straight win selection underscores the expectation that Algeria will prove superior and collect maximum points from this fixture. Algeria traditionally represents one of North African football's stronger nations, possessing technical quality, tactical sophistication, and competitive experience that gives them advantages in many matchups. Against Sudan, they enter as favorites to impose their game and secure victory, though again the prediction of a single-goal margin suggests this will require sustained effort rather than representing a comfortable afternoon. This type of fixture often sees the favored team controlling possession, dictating tempo, and creating the majority of scoring opportunities while facing an opponent organized primarily to defend and hoping to capitalize on rare chances. For Algeria, patience will prove essential, as will maintaining the intensity and concentration necessary to break down stubborn resistance. The clean sheet aspect of the prediction suggests confidence in Algeria's defensive capabilities and their ability to nullify whatever attacking threat Sudan can muster. Conclusion: a day of narrow margins and tactical battles. Across all 5 fixtures analyzed here, a common theme emerges. These matches promise to be tightly contested affairs where single-goal margins and defensive solidity will likely prove decisive. Whether watching the cautious first half between Cameroon and Gabon, the narrow home victory expected for Burkina Faso, the away triumph forecast for Enppi, or the victories predicted for Ivory Coast and Algeria, fans should prepare for matches decided by fine margins rather than overwhelming dominance. These predictions paint a picture of competitive, tactical football where every moment of quality, every defensive lapse, and every crucial decision could determine the outcome.